Now, here's the rub. All of that money comes back into the United States. And what it does is there's only two things that can happen. One is you get an increase in unemployment in America, and the reason why is America's no longer making TVs, they're getting them from Malaysia. And the Americans don't want that, right? Okay, you get an increase in debt, right? Because now there's all these US dollars floating around, and the US banks, what do? We've got to lend this out, right? So they start lending to people. What do we lend it for? Well, Jacob's wages aren't going up, so Jacob says, man, I'm going to speculate in a property because the bank will say they'll give me money and I don't know anything about stocks, so I'm going to buy a property, right? John Howard comes in 2000 and he says, I'm going to give you halving of the capital gains tax, right? And I'm going to give the first home owners grant, right? Because we are one of the countries like America, US, Canada and England who has an open capital flow.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to come here and buy a house? Come here and buy a house.
You don't need to be a resident.
Try doing that in a lot of Asian countries and they go, nah, you're a foreigner, you're not owning anything here, right? So what do we get? We get a flood of rich Japanese buying houses in the 80s, right?